Hello, this is Damon Moats with X-Treme Bait Tanks. Today I'm in Cape Coral, Florida with Captain Ken Mercer. How you doing,
how
Ken?
are you? Good, real
awesome. Ken is the newest member of our X-Treme team, Saltwater series. And I say the Saltwater series because Ken does saltwater fishing.
Yep.
So Ken, tell us a little bit about your background, how long you've been fishing, what you fish for, the bait.
Sure.
And how you came about coming across X-Treme.
Yeah, no problem. So, my dad is a commercial fisherman when I was a kid, so all my life I've been around saltwater. Pretty much just had the love for it. And, when we moved down here to Cape Coral, I made the decision that I felt that I think I want to be a charter captain, right? So, went ahead and made that jump. And now, I just love chasing tarpon first and foremost. Is probably my most favorite fish, but unfortunately we only get to experience them a couple of months out of the year. So the rest of the year we're targeting fish like snook, redfish, and trout. And the best baits to use to target those is what we call white bait, is what we like to call it, but it's scaled sardine. So something like X-Treme bait tanks is going to come in extremely handy for me, because now not only do I have more capacity where I could use to catch the fish and give my clients a better opportunity, they're going to live longer, and it's just going to be a better overall experience.
So that's what you showed me earlier was the sardines, scaled
sardines. Yep.
So you catch those yourself, cast net?
Yeah,
every morning.
Every single morning.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a type of bait that doesn't live overnight. And, I'm actually excited to see if they will in this.
Right.
Which if they don't, so be it. But I can tell you, with the Venturi style that's on here, they're going to be like little white baits on cocaine. So, which when they're active and flowing, that's what's going to cause the fish to strike.
Yeah, right.
So, the baits have to be really frisky, and usually the ones that hit the water the first, right, coming out of the live well, is where I get the strike. So, if with the Venturi style system, they're going to have tons of air, they're going to be full of energy, which means when they hit that water, they're going to be real excited, which is going to help the overall experience and maybe get some more bites out of it.
So I find it interesting. So this boat, gorgeous boat.
Yeah.
Center console. What boat is this?
It's a 25-foot Tidewater 2500 Carolina.
And the live well, the bait tank that it comes with,
It's 30 gallons.
Do you think that the filtering of the water is going to have a small, medium, or large impact on your bait?
I think it's going to be extremely large.
We do too. We do too.
No,
we have found with other baits, and I've not gotten the feedback. That's why I'm really excited about having you on the team.
Right.
Because we get calls about the sardines.
Right.
And how the systems they have are very temporary. They do the job for a few hours,
Yep.
but it's a struggle throughout the day.
That's correct.
So the idea of these bait tanks that we build are to really keep that bait in optimal condition throughout the entire day. And guess what? If you can go overnight and have carryover, that's a bonus.
That's a bonus.
Right. So awesome. Now, a couple features in Ken's bait tank. Normal lids open from the front to the back, but we do a horizontal lid. And what we've got here, if you can open that up for him, Ken.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
This way it can tuck up underneath his
leaning post.
Leaning post of the seat, and he can still access the bait. And it allows him to maximize the entire back of the boat.
Yep.
So
I still have enough space that I can stand here
Right.
and walk. I'm clear.
yeah. So that's a nice feature with that. We also did a lower and an upper drain. The lower drain obviously is to drain the tank when you're done.
It's right here.
And the upper allows you to do a partial water change. So if you're out and you've got messy bait and you've got a lot of foam on top of your water, you can actually pop that drain, add more water, and as you flood the tank, that surface water will flow out.
Yep.
And allowing you to do a partial water change at any time that you feel like you need it.
Exactly.
For sure. Because these boats have an inline system, right?
Yep.
And then there's your scuffers.
Yeah, I got my scuffers, which
Drains
are
right out.
above the water line. So, even if I'm going and doing that, I'm not standing in a puddle of water.
Yeah.
So these scuffers actually go outside the water
And one more thing that we're doing with the saltwater tanks, if we can show these quick connects.
Yep.
So we did away with the toggle. All of our wire is tinned wire. What's nice about that is that if that ever rots out, because saltwater is not very user friendly on stuff, it's an easy replacement. You don't have to go inside the tank. You just clip it, put a new one on, and you're good for another season. Is what we're expecting with that.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, Ken, listen. Look, can't wait to see those. Oh, I gotta ask you about this.
Sure.
Tarpon.
Yep.
So, what do you use sardines for tarpon?
No.
What are you using for tarpon?
So we either use live crabs, which again, with the live crab itself too, is about friskiness, okay? And what I realized last year and last season is because my standard well, I went ahead and added a Venturi. However, this one's got 2,
Yes.
okay? And again, you saw how lively even the past crabs that we use to throw at these tarpon, they just go crazy. They go bananas. So, I mean, if you don't have a Venturi style system on your boat or that you're using a bait, I'm telling you, you're missing out.
And what's nice about these Danco Venturis is they microscopically break down the air, so that when it is infused in the water, it stays in the water. It helps that dissolved oxygen level stay at its peak, and it's constantly replacing that as the bait uses it up.
Yeah.
But this tarpon, I will go back to it. 200. So you can't weigh them because they're too big.
Right.
So you, like I said, you used to tell me you go by length and girth. So your personal best tarpon was
221 pounds.
Wow, and you measure that by length
and girth.
because you can't actually weigh the fish.
Correct. You can't take them out of the
Okay,
water. That's
all right.
correct. Yep. So the fight itself was, about 45 minutes, and it was so crazy to the point where we actually felt that we were hooked up on the bottom there for a minute. So, everybody's been snagged up on the bottom if you ever fish on the bottom. And that's how I fish for these really big tarpon in Boca Grande Pass, where some parts of it's 70 feet deep, and it's the deepest natural pass on the west coast of Florida. It was crazy. At first, I had to question the client. I'm like, you sure you're on the bottom? You might be on the bottom. And nope. Big girl just came up. When they get real big, they don't jump, man. And that fish came up, and everybody around knew what was coming out of the water. There was like 10 boats coming over. It was just crazy. It was intense. And the cool part is I was on Facebook Live when we caught the fish, man. So, and I didn't even know it was going to be that big when it came up, and it was just incredible.
Wow. So what's the name of your charter?
It's Nauti Knots.
Okay.
So NAUTIKNOTS.
All right, and I'll post Ken's information here, because if you're interested in a charter down this way for tarpon, you said snook,
redfish, trout. We do some nearshore charters too. Where we kind of go after kingfish, permit, stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll give Ken a call, and I'm pretty sure you're going to have a pretty amazing day on the water.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, Ken, again, welcome aboard. We're very
appreciate it.
interested in having you and the feedback that we're going to get to continue to make what we consider one of the best products out there even better.
Yeah, I'm excited as well.
Very good. Thanks again. Till then, we hope you have an extreme day.